Hello and welcome to the 16th Advanced BlitzPlus tutorial by OrangeMoonNet. In this tutorial I'll be showing you a requested feature, which is to have tiles which you cannot walk over, such as the water, which I've had before. But one thing I'll show you first, how I've been showing you various of these different variables which make the program much easier to change. Well, I've created one for the animation speed, which is called char a speed, and it has a hash, which means it's a float variable and can have decimal points. So I can now change the speed just by changing that number there, rather than having to change all the values that were originally here. So you might want to do this. I found it quite useful. So just change all the numbers, which was 0.01 before, to char a speed. Okay, now to make the tiles that you can't go over, what we're going to do is have an imaginary line beneath the player, and there'll be imaginary lines on all the sides of the tile, and basically when I'm going down here, if the imaginary line at the bottom of the player collides with the line on the top of this tile, then you won't be allowed to move down anymore. Similarly, if the imaginary line here collides with the line on the right side here, you won't be allowed to go to the left. And also, as you can see, my character's animation runs a lot faster, so it just looks a little bit better. Okay, so to do this, we're going to draw our imaginary lines. So let's go to the draw tile section, and for wherever you have the tile which you don't want to be able to walk through, then you find that. So mine, it is 2 for the water. Now, rather than doing the detections first, I'll use the rect command to actually draw the rectangles on the screen, so that you can see where the collisions are going on. So it says here you need to have the X position, the Y position, the width and the height of the rectangle. So it's just going to be a line, so it'll just be one thick and a certain length in one way. So let's see where the character will have his line. So we'll have character X, character Y, plus the length of the character, so this is the bottom. Then we'll have the character width, and then we'll have it one thick. So there you see the collision line, and I found that if you make it just 1 pixel shorter on the x-axis, the collisions work better. So if you add a 1 to the character X and then take away 2 from the character width, it works better. Okay, now let's draw the rectangles on the side of the triangles. So we're going to have the one on the right we'll use where it's drawn on the X here, and we will take 1 away from this, and again this is just because the collisions work a lot better. We will have the Y position as well here, and then we'll have it 1 across the x-axis, and we'll have the tile length here. Now if I save this, expecting end if, I just need to put a bracket there. Now it should, oh, what's wrong now? Oh, and it doesn't need a end bracket on the end there. So let's run it now. Okay, and now you see on the left of all the tiles there are lines, so I'll do this for all of the different sides with all the code here. So it's just basic positioning, so I'm moving whether it's 1 thick on the X or 1 thick on the Y, depending on whether the line is horizontal or vertical. So I'll do this for the other 3. Okay, so here are all the different rectangles that we will have for the different directions. So just copy those down. So at the top here we have the one on the left for when we want to stop you being able to move right, and so on and so forth. So first of all, to make it possible for you not to be able to walk in different directions, we'll add 4 new variables. So global, and we'll have left equals, and we'll say that's 1. Right equals 1. Up equals 1, and down equals 1. Okay, that should be 1. So it's always allowed to move left, right, up and down. So now when we have the character actually moving here, let's see. So in Move map. Now we only want the map and the player to move when it's allowed to, but we still want the frames to change. So if you're like walking into the water, you'll still have the walking character, but you just won't be able to move. So now we only want this to happen. So we only want you to be able to move left if left equals 1. Then you can do that. So let's copy this for all the different directions. So there, there, and there. Oh, sorry, that's not left. That would be up because it's on the y-axis. That would be down. This one would be left, and this one would be right. Let's go to the moving character section. We'll do the same thing for when the character's moving. So on the Y, that would be up. And then again here, that's for when you're going down. And this is for when you're going left, and here is for when you're going right. And so when you collide with the different sides of the tile, then say you're colliding with the right side, then M left will equal 0, so you can't move left. But to reset it automatically at the start of each loop, we'll say M left equals 1, M right, equals 1. So this will just reset it every time. So you'll always be able to move unless you collide. So when it's in the function tiles, then it will decide whether they're going to be 0. Okay, so let's go back to drawing the tiles, and now we can do the collisions. So like if images collide, and I told you about if images overlap, there's a command called if rects overlap. So we'll say if rects overlap, and then we'll use the parameters for the character. And remember, if you left click on a command and press F1, it tells you the parameters down here. So you just need the rectangle command for 2 different rectangles. So there's the character. And now let's have it if you're going here for the one on the left. So let's copy that. And if the character's line collides with the left side, then M right will equal 0. Okay, let's copy this line. We'll do the left, up and down, left, up, and down. And now we can just change in here. So we'll replace this for the right side. There. This for up, and finally this one for down. Okay, so now we can get rid of these. So I'll just make them into comments so they don't run, but I'll keep them there just in case there's any problems. Let's run it now. Okay, so let's try going down, and I stop down here. So let's go and see what the problem is. And it is because the reason it was stopping me at the bottom of the tile is because the up and down have been mixed up the wrong way around. So let's just swap the up and the down here. Save that and run it. Now I'm going down. Oh, and now I'm stopped, but the character still tries on running. Let's try the right side. Now I get stuck, but I can still move up and down here. And finally, let's try how to shoot him. This side works. And also this tile, because this is a corner tile here, this isn't actually a water tile, so I can go through that, but I'll try the bottom, so I get stopped there. Okay, so we can remove drawing the rectangles now. And for all of the different tiles where you don't want to be able to walk through it, you just copy this and put it in. So I've got 4 other water tiles here, 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 and here, and let's save that and run it. So now even the curved tiles I've got, I won't be able to walk through. But bear in mind, it uses them all as rectangles, so even though there's a curve there, I won't be able to walk through that. Say I don't want to be able to walk through the concrete. Just paste this here, save it. Oh, I start off in the concrete. That's not a good idea. Here we go. Now you see I can't get through the concrete. So I hope you have found this tutorial useful, and it's one that you wanted me to play, and the person who requested this, I hope they're happy now, and I hope you enjoy this game. And there's one final tutorial video where I show you a few little tips and a cool level I made, and I will soon be making this program and code available on Dropbox. So remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and bye.